So, sitting here watching these men do squats. So, we're back on that grind. And we are doing side quests here in the Forgotten Springs. I want to check one thing. Alrighty then. So, let's see. Minority Report. Sigh. I was all set up to open shop in Forgotten Springs. Would have been glorious, an amazing location. A string of customers lined up, a bevy of beauties about, but the nun of the tribe, Ul'dah nun, up and forbade it. Just like that. Now, in a way I understand it. The killer gather most of their own food, so they don't need what I'm offering. But surely the nun has to see there's more to his oasis than his own tribe. Prospectors, adventurers, flames. We just don't live or eat as they do. But there I go again, getting on my soapbox. I might as well talk to you about something you can help with. Could you take this package to Beergot's Strike and get it to a fellow called Ordinel? Sure, I can do that. Yeah, we just got a few quests in this lovely little town, and then we can work on my pugilist quests. Actually, I think these quests are all part of a greater quest line, so it might actually take some time. Fetch the freshman. You there, you have the smell of a resourceful drink of water. Help me with one of the young ones, will you? I speak of a novice ranger by the name of Ukazuna, one of our most promising. I sent her southwest to hunt anglers, but she is rather long in the returning. She should be back by now, even if she'd killed one, dressed it and made a saddle out of it. As young a huntress as she is, I suspect she tripped over her own tail, and has made a right mess of things. But as this is something she ought to do on her own, I fear sending one among the tribe to help her out is out of the question. You, on the other hand, are a different story. How is it a different story? Are you saying I might not be as strong as your people in your tribe? Don't make me beat you. Okay. That's the nun. The noon. I don't know. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. What does he have to say, actually? Oh, he rolls his R's like a cat. I'm not doing that. Pray, do not cause a disturbance with staying in Forgotten Springs. We have enough pressing concerns as it is. Also, he doesn't do it on all of his R's, so he's just doing it to be dramatic. I wouldn't spend too much time with Utika. His strain of foolish cheer can be catching, and I've found it wise to never become too happy. Happiness begets complacency, and it's only through discontentment that one rises to become more. This brings us to the issue of which one of us will next lead our tribe. Unlike Utika, the matter of who becomes the next nun is one I take most seriously. Each of us represents a distinct version of what lies ahead. I think you guys are putting the cart before the chocobo, because, I mean, the current nun is still alive. He looks fine. You see, I am fascinated with the future. We cannot create it, but we can be prepared for it. We can profit from it, or we can perish by it. I need you to speak with immigrants, for they see Forgotten Springs through the eyes of opportunity, not loyalty. I don't know. What's Drifting Cloud got to say, Never did understand why they've so few bunks here. You see them miners pitching their tents down at Burgrat's Strike? You'd think they want to be holed up there? Of course not. It's just they couldn't find an inn hereabouts that weren't full up. Okay. Yes, this is home of the U Tribe. Of Seekers of the Sun. Which I am not one of those. I'm the other type. Oh, this guy's a flame captain. A full-scale Amaja attack would breach the defenses here within a day. With the lizardmen making so free of Zanrak of late, it would be for the good of all to have the immortal flames bolster the outposts here in Forgotten Springs. Okay, that's a good idea. I mean, then again, all of the, like, these guys are supposed to be hunters and good fighters, so I'm sure they can handle themselves. I say, more trade, fewer hindrances. Forgotten Springs is ideally situated to be the waypoint for trade routes across the desert. If only the Noon would think to woo us merchants instead of outright rejecting us. Yeah, good point, good point. Actually, come to think of it, there are too many males in this tribe, isn't there? Because usually there's only one. Fascinating adventure, very fascinating. They speak much truth to you, these immigrants. You are my ears on the streets. All the voices cry out for Forgotten Springs to open its gates. For our tribe is to prosper, we must enjoy the coin and protection of immigrants and outlanders. When I am none, the old ways will have to give way to the new. That's how that works. The law is clear. To become none of the U tribe, one must defeat the current Noon. In my case, that means Ul'dah. Yeah, that's close enough. Ul'dah Noon. However, in order to win the right to challenge Ul'dah, I must triumph over Utica. He stands in my way, and I in his. In this manner, the Noon is protected from constant challenge. But to defeat Utica, my arms must be impeccable. A fool he may be, but weak he is not. I shall make new arrowheads, and for that I need barbs from Yarzon. Half a dozen should be enough. Okay. I don't know why I'm helping you instead of that. Well, I am helping him with something else. He doesn't really care about that right now. He's more concerned about the people. Let's whack. I see. Oh well, I need to kill a lot of these, don't I? Okay. And I don't get my dash in like forever. Not until I get Monk. Okay. Murder you. Alright. And now I'm gonna help this girl out by murdering things. I think she bit off more than she could chew. Alright. Ukazuna. I have come to rescue you. Ugh. Gods, I'm sorry. Oh, not to you. I'm sorry that I failed so miserably. Utika gave me this mission himself, and he's sure to be the next noon of the tribe, and I have dishonored the name of the U. I could crop my tail as a penance, but I have to redeem myself. I'll just do something different, again. I'm trying so hard. Okay. Where did she... Yeah. I'm gonna have to go rescue her again, and I know that. But I also have quests way over here. Run! Alright. You have a quest. Well met, adventurer. A package came from the Minotaur Malm, did it? Did you? Yep. The bundle appears to contain food rations and a flask of drinking water. Oh, wonderful. Thank you most kindly. The Malm's a pokey kind of place, small as the dickens, but all manner of isolated to boot. Makes it tough to get up there and give Riri Desu the custom he's due. Right shame about the Noon's decision. A store in the springs would have been a kindness. It's just a crying shame, and the worst part is there's no changing that old Miqo'te's mind, mostly on account of the fact that he hasn't one. Rude. Heat of the moment. You see all this? All the excavation knowledge of Amagina and Sons mineral concern, but put to use uncovering the remains of the Allegan Empire. We mine knowledge here, not our... Ooh, wait, what? Now, that sounds grand, and it is, but most of my time is actually spent mothering this equipment. It's on account of the sand getting into the worst of places, and the damn stuff is everywhere. Which brings me to you, naturally. Your showing up now is a godsend, and who am I to refuse the gods? Could you remove the 3 piles of sand right over there? You be careful as you go about it, though. Some smoke bombs have burrowed into them, and they're none too friendly. Okay. Wait, so... You're excavating... Allegan stuff here? I can't see... I mean... This looks like it could be the top of something that's buried under sand. But... Because it doesn't look like a part of the other thing. What's that? Oh yeah, and that looks like something fell over. Alligans, man, Alligans. What is that? Maybe this is a part of, like, an Allegan city? Let's see, hold on. Let's look at my map. So, if we were to go out and more out, so yeah, Mordona's right there, so I don't know, I'm not smart enough for that. The Alligans were everywhere anyways. They had conquered pretty much everything. At least all 3 of the great continents. So Elegance, man. It explodes. Okay. I did your dirty work for you. That was a wonderful adventure. Those piles were growing larger by the day, and I can't tell you how little I wanted to clean them up myself. But speaking of things I've no interest in doing, I'm sure you've noticed by now the glut of smoke bombs surrounding the site. Well, they're not here by chance. They're here on account of the equipment. The machines run bloody hot, and the heat draws the bombs in. And every time that happens, we need to shut everything down or risk them exploding on the lot of us. We'd all appreciate it if you could take care of 4 of the pesky devils. Okay. Alrighty, I killed your bombs. Nope, wrong person. By Nald and by Thol, freedom from distraction at last. Thanks to you, I might be able to spend more than a minute focusing on the dig. Nothing beats having an extra pair of hands around. Yeah. Any other work around here? Nope. Alright, I don't want to escort you, dude. Let's head back. Run! So many kitty women here. Hi. Kitties. Alright, I helped out you, girl. Took it hard, did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. If this were a game of Ifrit take the hindmost, she'd be on fire right about now. The reckless always have to take the hard way. They fail until they succeed, or get themselves killed. To tell you the truth, I was exactly like her once, down to the honestness. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm too stupid. Mind games. Hi, Darkstar. A familiar scent. I like the way you handled yourself the last time. Would you be my helping hand in the desert once more? You remember Ukazuna, don't you? I have her where she needs to be, out hunting a Mul'dah in the eastern Sagoli Desert, humbled, petulant, and with no idea how to gather her wits or her skills. The kindling is laid. All it needs is a spark. Go east and dispatch 3 Mul'dah before Ukazuna's eyes. Harden that heart of hers, so weighed down already with shame and, pique. Then, with a deft sight, strike upon the flint. Okay. I got you things for your... yeah. Yarzon barbs. Have you fetched them? Yes, I got you your Yarzon barbs. My appreciations, adventure. You may be surprised by what target these find. Note what you see of Forgotten Springs this day. The old ways are going, and as quickly as arrows do fly. Doubt. But okay. You do you, buddy. Ooh, hello. Sup? Just us girls, chillin'. Sup? Hey. What you got? The eyes have it. Have I got a job for you, adventurer? You'll be positively perfect. You can look dangerous, can't you? Sure. My sisters and I like to bathe here after a hunt, but lately there have been oglers about. It wasn't me. I didn't, you know what? My pugilist master is a weird old man. It was totally him. I'm blaming this on him. He's been hanging around, I swear. I've leapt out of the waters to chase them off, but this only seems to swell their ranks. Will you chase them down and show them how furious I am? Oh wow, there's a bunch of them. I would also be encouraged by hot, naked cat chicks chasing me down. Damn, there's a lot of them. You guys have a lot of admirers. Yeah, I'll go discourage them. I'm sure that will work. What you got? These proportions, pure perfection. I must painstakingly record how the moonlight radiates off her skin. Creep is away too much? No need to get angry, lass. I was just measuring these, trees. Yes, these trees. Rather odd looking, eh? Only doing my bit for science. For science! What about you? Now that's what I call a nubile. Fucking creeps, man. Oops. Whoa there. I'll never peep. I swear it by the 12. Gods, I'll see that look of fury and nightmares. Good. Peeping toms. The swaying trees, the peaceful water, the stunning cubbly maidens. What? I said I like the trees too. It's not like I'm only here for the girls. Spineless sap. Mine eyes are dazzled by how they shine. I am as one turned to stone. TMI, dude. Those fair Miqo'te must be thaumaturges or conjurers, or those other mages, the ones with the books. Yeah. My goodness. Pretty sure they're huntresses. Oh, my lady, I have been tested and found most wanting. So easily was I blinded, trust and enfeebled. I must rise above the base impulses if I am to amount to anything. No kidding. Okay, still got a few more. They have a lot of admirers. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, you ain't got nothing against a working man taking a break from the heat, do ya? Of course you don't. But speaking of heat, take a gander just over there, eh? What the Oh, can't say as though I meant to offend you, madam. Well, I'll be going. You better go. And I think, yeah, right around here. Nope, wrong one. But he's also creeping on the girls, I'm sure. Away with you. Can't you see I'm trying to focus here? Sheesh. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, madam. No need to get angry now. I have a problem, all right. I was working it out with my mummy and, bye. Also, he said his mummy. Alright, ladies. I cleared out all of the creeps except for my, trainer and me. It's fine, though. Ah, marvelous. Not an ogler in sight. Yeah. You have my gratitude, adventurer, though having a good look at you, I suppose I wouldn't mind if you stole a peek now and then. Bet you didn't think my taste ran that way, I mean, I'm down to chill if you are. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this real quick. This landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eye can see, crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet, scantily clad lasses giggling as they bathe and frolic. I well remember these things, but my body has forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I'd have you enter, Corey. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job. But before we begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south. Defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting for you here. What? Don't I need to warm-up too? Oh, don't you worry. I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit 'em. If you don't want to be outdone by this old man, you'd best run along and give them more of the same. Just so happens that I have other things to do out in the desert, so I will do that. I've got to go psych up a gal. Alright, sprint. Beat the worms. Oh, I'm kind of squishy, actually. Oh, right, I'm not a paladin. See, the problem is I went on a killing spree in the middle of the night as a gladiator, and gladiators can take some hits, unlike pugilists. Alrighty then, let's kill some of you guys. I'm glad the Fate's not here, because that one's a pain in the ass. And actually, I think she's around back here, so I'm gonna head this way instead of head through the huge crowd. Okay, there, yeah, I was right. I'll kill you. I will kill you just because. Alright. I'm sorry. I hate having to repeat that over and over. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've got this far into their encampment and then I froze. Ugh, it's all so pointless. Let's psych you up, girl. Rawr. Adventurer, I bore witness to your deeds. You were amazing. I felt as though I was in a daze, but now I'm fully aroused. Oh, wait, what? Yep, that is the phrasing she used. Okay. I thought I read that wrong for a second. Oops. Okay then. Let's just teleport back. Look at me go, flirting with cat chicks. Well done, and thank you, adventurer, but I'm afraid someone may have wrecked our effort. That double-dyed fool Ul'dah saw fit to give her another of his lectures as soon as she rode back in. God, that man is such a fool. His scolding ways have cost us more novices than the desert and beastmen combined. Ul'dah has little love for anyone but himself. I noticed that. He did, yeah. He's so dedicated to become Noon that he has forgotten that a Noon cares for his people. So it's you. Been working together with Ul'dah in his schemes, I've heard. I suppose I can hardly expect an adventurer to be loyal, but I can't expect you to stay out of U-Tribe affairs, especially when they concern the training of our young rangers. Excuse me, you have also been involving me in your tribe's affairs. The fact that Ukazuna has been taught by not but a disgrace to us is no excuse for your interference, no matter what Ul'dah might believe. For the nonce, I've dispatched her to the Minotaur Mom, that she might reflect on her many flaws in solitude. But that will accomplish nothing by itself. This problem must be fixed at the source. Ul'dah's foolish methods. Since you've gotten so close to the man, mayhap you'd be so kind as to tell him to refrain from corrupting other impressionable novices. What's all this? Ul'dah expects me to stay away from teaching our young ones? His foolish notions truly know no bounds. A true instructor does more than simply criticize his students when they fail. I continue to worry about Ukazuna's affairs following the repeated rebukes she has received from that onion-eyed troll. Who knows what damage he's wrought? Please, adventurer, seek her out so that we might determine her mental state. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm sure this tribe is at the very least used to it. So, I'm sure it's fine. Sometimes strict methods are necessary. Look, squatting men. They are shirtless. It makes me happy. It brings joy. Alright, it's good to see you again. What's that? You're wondering how I'm doing? I'm fine. Don't worry yourself on my account. I have everything I need, mostly. There is one thing you could do for me. I need 3 anglers, alive, but enfeebled. I believe that when sufficiently weakened, they can be caught with simple sacks. Would you do me this favor? Yeah, sure. Wait, you mean I have to not kill things? Oh boy. So I need to weaken and capture. So I'm playing Pokemon. Don't die. Don't interrupt me either, or I will accidentally kill you, and I don't want to do that. That should actually be enough, maybe. Okay, and one more. Nope. Got him. I have 3 sacks full of anglers. Hi, pretty ladies. Sup? They say? Okay. Yep, I got your anglers. These should do nicely. I switched to archery, you see, and I thought the anglers I might slowed would make fine practice targets. It's interesting. I wouldn't have dreamed of picking up the bow before, but some things became clear to me after that Amalja hunt. When I returned from it and spoke with Ul'dah, he suggested that I might be more suited to fighting at range. 'Twas he who showed me how to shoot. He even gave me these arrows. The heads are of Yarzenbob. You mean the same ones I collected for him? Cool. I am fortunate to have both Ul'dah and Utica watching over me. We are a tribe, and what I take from others I wish to give back some day. That is what I train for now. Not to win praise or escape rebuke. Different though they may be, either Utica or Ul'dah would make a worthy noon. Don't think I've grown too wise, though. Believe me, I'll still get a thrill and a half from putting arrows through these slimy monstrosities. Good. Alrighty then. You have found Ukazuna well, you say? And she's become an archer? Why, that's brilliant. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. And those Yarzan-barb arrowheads. Ul'dah spent hours shaping those. Well, well. I hate to admit it, but he is a better man than I gave him credit for. Still, he shall receive no quarter from me. I intend to lead this tribe, and it will be all the easier to beat him bloody if I keep my dislike for him intact. Oh my god. So, now you just dislike him on principle. No. Alright. Back to training with Hamon. Ah, so you've seen to the sandworms? Marvelous. Now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident that I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat Wegfar, I'll need more than just endurance. I'll need to remember how each strike transitions to the next. And you're going to help refresh my memory by pummeling the sense back into me. Okay. Let's do it. Right? I'm sure the head trauma of me beating him senseless will give him sense again. Yes, this pain, I can feel it working. Uh-huh. This feeling, this is it. Uh-huh. Well, at least he didn't go down and eat dirt and drowned in this smoke. This time. I'm not finished yet. Mm-hmm. Oh. And now he eats the dirt and water. Oh look, he's level 30 now. Congratulations! You're almost at my level. Also, the fact that he gains 5 levels every time he loses to me is pretty impressive. He must have some wicked experience gains. You're right. I've got it! Mm-hmm. As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its path, so too must our combinations be. Oh, that even rhymes. Thank you, Corey. The raging torrent of your blows has been a strike of lightning to my brain case. I remember everything. So I did punch some sense into you. Are you sure you're actually remembering things that you've actually lived, or are you hallucinating? Because those are completely different things. Master, it's Wegfar. The man is back in Ul'dah, and he's demanding that you fight him now. So it begins. Well, I will go to settle the score with Wegfar. He will be the first to know that the Holy Fist has returned. Alright. I think yeah, return. Heh, I didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. Just give up now and we can put an end to this mummer's farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only mummer's farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm going to make you the same offer. Walk away, and you won't get hurt. They say that Haman Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here on the avenue? Is it safe? Gah! I see age has robbed you of your wits as well as your strength. Well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny it to you? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying. Punchy punch. Kick his ass! Just like old times, eh, Wigfar? Hurrah! Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was too fast. Oh. No, this cannot be! I refuse to be beaten by a senile old fool! Oh, taking drugs? Yep. Get your asses out here, all of ye! Oh. It be party time! What you gonna do, little guy? Oh, he's out. In case you're wondering, that was Pluto. Just a draft of it and your body turns hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. I'm pretty sure I can punch through iron. Stubborn bugger. Time to fight. Oh, he's fighting with us. Oh, sweet. Miqo'te? But why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats. Huh? Ha 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 ha! Say your prayers to whatever gods you keep. By the time I'm finished, not even your mothers will recognize you. Let's handle these guys first. Dude, he's hitting his own guys. I guess he doesn't care. Like we got us some more. Is there any healer? Oh, yep, that's a healer. Let's murder the healer first, of course. Also, there are people standing around on these streets. They should probably. I guess they're just enjoying the show. Shorties that need help. Alright, oh, there's more. Alright. Let's kick this guy's ass. Oh! Come get some! And he's dead. How do you like me now? See, that one is so much easier than the Gladiators level 30. Did you you did it, Master Hamon. You won. Master. No, Chuchuto, we won. This victory wasn't mine alone. Woo! Look at all the crowd that probably got hurt in that, but... Holy fisticuffs, that was incredible. You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. He probably really hurt himself. Our work here is done. Let's all go home, to the guild. Alright. To the guild! I bet he pulled a muscle on his back or something. Is he never gonna walk again because of that one fight? Nah, he's doing fine. I want to thank you again, Corey. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. perhaps even more importantly, Rurikuta's come to his senses, and Chuchucho's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I will have no more to do with the Alacran. I will roam the land till I find myself, and strive to become a great pugilist like you. Hey, you've only just returned, and you're leaving us already? I don't suppose there's aught I can say that will change your mind, but if you ever want for company or a sparring partner, know that you're always welcome here. Aw, they're adorable. Youthful vigor's a truly blessed thing. Well, go well, my boy. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll do me proud. As for you, Corey, your combinations were a sight to behold, and right painful to receive. In helping me with my training, you've come into your own as a pugilist. You have grown strong, Corey, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. Stop saying the word pugilist. It's starting to sound less and less like a word. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident that you'll be able to blaze yourself a path. So long as your spirit burns bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I'm the living proof. Look, I'm saying it my way. I like the way I say it. It sounds more like a word. Pugilist sounds weird. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself, never to be forgot. Yay, and that is the level 30 pugilist quest, Pugilist. Actually, let's ask the internet. What does the internet say? See, now I don't know though, so... Pugilist. Oh.
Pugilist.
See? There are a lot of words that I just don't know the pronunciation for. Mostly because I've never actually had to say them out loud. Reading and talking are two very, very different things. Alright, so we have finished the Pugilist Guild quests, and now we will be doing the Thaumaturge. Here we go. Alright. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Yeah. Alrighty then, let's head... That was weird. Alright, let's go on a murder spree. Alright. Actually, I should probably be using ice on these because I can still one-shot them with ice. And then, I don't have to worry about refreshing my mana. Why? Because I'm lazy. Oh yeah, so one of the changes they made to Thaumaturge is your your bar doesn't have a timer now, so you can stay in ice indefinitely or you can stay in fire indefinitely until you either switch or move zones. So you don't have to actually... Yeah, I do like that change. That is a good change. One of the things I don't like is you can only use your thunder spells when you switch specs. Yeah, that is better. But like, I like using thunder whenever I'm starting a fight, and you can't until you switch whether you're ice or fire. Right? Yeah, and those are just low-level changes. I haven't seen the high-level changes yet. That goes over there. Okay. Let's go turn these quests back in. I'm gonna be lazy. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished her foes, Corey. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. Is it just a brotherhood? What about a sisterhood? Like, excuse you. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenges, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. You mean right now? Am I right? I am. I could have sworn I got a different scepter, but I guess this one... I was kind of hoping I had a staff, but no. I got... Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Little stick. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. I mean, it's not a twig. At least it's not a twig. It is a good, sturdy metal wand? It's kind of shaped wand-like, but it's not... It's wand adjacent. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zozo Maya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Kokobigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so adverse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Okay. I imagine that all 5 of these guys have identical voices, and that's why the introduction lady, that's why she has a problem telling them apart, because they're all identical, even down to their voices. That's my headcanon for them. Arrgh! Yes, Corey, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passage from the opening chapter to Zozomaya's Guide. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield! Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome for every closing step. Fish shatter bone, blades slice through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. That last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for FF14. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Corey, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Okay. I mean, that's one way to pay someone, I guess. Oh. You know what? Didn't I have a shortcut? I'll take a bird there. Silver Bazaar. Look at those machines go. I'm very curious what the machines actually do, because they don't look like they're doing much of anything. I mean, nope, that's this. Okay. Yeah, they look kind of like those, but the oil ones have things going into the ground on the, I mean, they could be. I think it was mentioned in an earlier side quest that they're like flatteners to level the land, but I don't know how accurate that is. Who knows? FF14, remember me? I helped you out earlier. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. I got your vulture breast. Oh, there's a cussing. Hehehe, there's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Oh, little onion head! Look at his little onion head! Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you to our bazaar this fine evening? The lady here just slew herself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand. Yeah. My brothers, not again! Huh? Alright. Go, bye, go. I did the thing. Ah. Welcome back, Corey. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. Was that a possibility? It truly is most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. Bwahahaha. You guys sound evil. I just realized they all have different facial markings. La alliteration. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. No shit, I'm wearing toilet paper. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Corey, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Oh yeah. So it's true, Buki. Don't you try to hide from me, Baigo. Or you, Bani, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Busi, but Corey here was most insistent. That's why I put it off for several days. And once again you brush me aside in the hopes that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Busi, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we could convince him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. But that was a lie. Alright, what's next? Let's forget your family drama for a second and give me my next lesson, the threat of paucity. Yes, Corey, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Coco Bani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Hey. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right, nor do I care. Ah, so Corey, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-moment trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield! Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flames sputter out, ice melts into slush, and the lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. Terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted her arcane reserves is not but a woman with a stick and a funny hat. I don't have a funny hat yet. I want a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to evoke. Try none. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of her incantations enhanced, but at greater cost to her etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficiency casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Well, you don't have to worry about that, I promise. If some fucking Fs could kill me, then I wouldn't be... Right! I'll look bad if you die! Rude. And yes, I am just going to use ice because I don't feel like switching to fire and back and forth again. Yep. Like, they're low enough level that I don't even have to dot them or anything. So... I think I just pulled something from a layer up. It's opt, but... Damn, I'm impressive. Yeah, I do like that there's no timer on your ice and fire anymore. That is rather nice. Because it used to be, when I was just running around, I'd have to keep switching back and forth so they wouldn't go away because I didn't like not having balls spinning around me. Oh. I'm a mage. I'm supposed to have balls spinning around me. Yeah. And dead. Alrighty then. I'm not dead. Aha! You arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Corey, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Switch to ice. That is not one of the options, by the way, but the correct answer is switch to ice. Right? He wishes. I guess I will flee. Oh, most practical indeed. A discreet withdrawal to await the replenishment of your energies is a sound strategy. But should there be nowhere left to run, a vial of ether can be your stoutest ally. Aether, the draught of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed, any who practice the arts of arcane manipulation, value this substance above all others. I have never used ether. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastmen activity. It seems an Ul'dah raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with the entire crate of precious aether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate those Ul'dah bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. And I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Ul'dah, be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Okay. So what you're saying is use ice. Wait, no, I can't draw blood from a block of ice. Complicated. This way. Which exit? Right rope. All right. Boom. He didn't die. He's level 7. I'm level 30. Why am I not one-shotting? There we go. Like, really, I feel... Just saying. Like, if they are 20 levels below me, I should be one-shotting them. Then again, this game doesn't have a foam sword, so if I needed to not kill something, I would just have to take off all my clothes. Which would do less than you would think. Or I could auto-attack. Auto-attack hardly does anything. Do I detect the scent of ether? And I trust that stench is Ul'dah blood. A sturdy wooden crate filled with bottles of ether and copious amounts of packing hay. And this melodious lifeblood is so dark a red it almost appears black. Yes, I got your Ul'dah blood and your... Ooh, 10 vials, 20, 30? The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? I see Corey's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vile, vicious liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobusi should be pleased. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary? Have you finally decided to begin my training in thaumaturgy? Doubt. Oh, Kokobusi. Good of you to come. Corey here was kind enough to obtain a supply of emulsion blood for you. Yeah, I do a lot of chores. Like, other people's chores. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using the substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the result of such experiments. So you see, Boosie, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, Boosie. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight by your side. Boosie, we just cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray do not do anything foolish. He's going to do something foolish just because you said that. I do apologize, brother. I sometimes forget how difficult it must be, not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Corey, Kokobusi is dangerously unsuited to the wielding of thaumaturgy. You're just talking about him like he's not even there? Okay. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magic as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his etheric reserves would likely kill him. Right? But let us not dwell on this unpleasant circumstances. For you, on the other hand, are brimming with thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies and do not cease in your efforts to expand your wellspring of power. I'm just talking to... Okay. Aw, poor little guy. Someone needs a head pat. Okay. Next quest. The threat of superiority. Come, Corey, the yawning abyss beckons once more. Today, Kokobezi will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Okay. Boop. Kokobezi. You are come for your lesson, Corey? Then heed well my words. The threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. But not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not with your lightning. Know you this threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to an important tactic. A wise thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents she cannot defeat. Right? Yeah, they do a lot of, what's the word he uses? Overblown imagery? Yeah. A fine example would be avoiding conflict with Ul'dah's multitude of furious merchants. These soulless, ravening creatures are afflicted with the madness of insatiable avarice. Yeah. They make it seem better than just casting the same spell over and over again until you happen to get a proc or run out of mana. And then you switch to switching the other spell over and over again until you're full up on mana. And God forbid you have to move. Like, both of the other casters can move at least 50% of their rotation. Not black mages. I mean, hell, once you get to a certain level, summoners are basically might as well be ranged DPS. Do you perhaps recall the crates of aether you retrieved from the Amalja bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand recompense for a few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. You stole them, you mean? All right. Yes, we drank the entire bloody box. Oh, God. Guys. But the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus, I pass on to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Okay. I got this. Look, I'm freaking adorable. Oh, wow, they look really pissed, actually. Thaumaturge, what manner of guild are you running here? Do you simply loot and pillage the goods of fine upstanding citizens as you see fit? Wee. Oh, look at my ears go droop back when I do it. It's not that... Oh, dear. I'm not angry at you, you understand. It's those 5 ether-addled brothers I take issue with. You tell them the next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hides. Uh-huh. Hey, you ether-swilling miscreant. Where's the gil you owe me? Alright, miss. I know you're the one who chased down the Amalja brutes for us. I'll let it go this one time, for your sake. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Did your mother never teach you that a merchant's to be paid for his wares? Right? Well, you needn't cry about a few vials of ether, lass. I'll tell you what, you dry your eyes for me and I'll take care of the loss out of me own purse. Aw, so nice of you. So, the weird thing is, the Thaumaturge's Guild are actually the people who make the rules, who write the laws of Ul'dah. And they write those rules based on people paying them. Like, to make those laws. So, like, Lolo Rito, Teleji Adeleji, all of the syndicate members specifically pay these guys, this guild, to make the laws. So, not only should they have money, but also they should be able to just tell people to fuck off. I mean, they make the laws. A masterful performance, Corey. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such piteous wailings. Take this recent request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. A team of scholars has asked for a thaumaturge to destroy a cursed relic they unearthed known as Mormo's Urn. While pottery is, by and large, immune to tears, it is the Alacran thieves that subsequently stole it that concern me. Oh! Huh. The Alacran is in this questline. I did not know that, actually. I think they're only there for, like, this quest. Because you have bigger issues than the Alacran, but, yeah. The Alacran are oh, I know who the Alacran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle or understanding dispositions. Rather than attempting to engage an entire gang of their thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alacran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. Okay. Cap Drybone. Nope. This one. I look forward to the day I get a chocobo. It's going to be a while, but one day. One day. Now, the first time I did this quest, it was one of the biggest pain in the asses ever. However, The last time I did it, it was actually pretty easy. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Holy cow. Hey there, big kitty. Huh. This is vitally important. I pet the kitty. Look at that kitty. It's a big scary kitty. Don't mess with that guy. I pet the kitty from the safety of way over here. Alright. So, since I'm level synced, I do have to actually use my abilities the way they're meant to be used. Looks like I don't have Fire 2 yet. Or, yeah. This is fine. Also, you don't gain mana when you're walking in ice mode anymore, so there's no reason to switch. You only gain mana when you cast a spell. So, that's a thing. And it's very annoying because I usually like being in ice mode when I'm walking to gain mana. We don't do that anymore. Okay. Yeah, we don't do that here. Not that cave, over here. I found the urn. Corey, a moment, if you please. Pray allow me to shadow that urn. Aren't you not supposed to be getting involved in this? I thought that if I assisted you with your task, then my brothers might finally deign to take me seriously, so I followed you. And I think... The thing is I'm the one who killed all the bad guys, so you didn't really do anything. What have we got here, then? A couple of nosy sand rabbits that are about to get skinned? Hey, look, more alacran fuckers. Oh dear gods, where did they come from? See? Battle is danger. No. Hold on. Sleep this guy. And... What? He didn't sleep. I said go to sleep. Little bitch. Oh. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep! Okay. There we go. Fire. I mean, I'm beating him over the head with fire, but yes. Are we done? Okay, that wasn't so hard. You know what? I think the reason it was so hard for me the first time is not just because it was a bad time for thaumaturges, But also because I didn't read the quest text where it said put the ones to sleep. So I was fighting them all. That was simply incredible, Corey. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. Yeah. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. Right, reading is for chumps, which is why I'm basically reading an entire fucking novel to get through this stuff. I'll never be a thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be pitiful, powerless little sibling. What's wrong with that? Look, not all of us can be warriors. What's that they say in Shadowbringers, I think? If all of the doctors go to become heroes and warriors, then there's nobody to heal the sick. Something like that. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see what I'm capable of. Wait, 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 wait! Don't you dare break my urn! What the? Did that piece of pottery just talk? Are you Mormo the Voidsent? Hee hee hee, well yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Voidsent. Doubt. Slash doubt. Lots of doubt. It was the nasty ones that sealed me in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? I'm not really interested in fame or fortune, but perhaps there is one thing. Don't say it! I'd like to have etheric power to equal that of my brothers. Oh my goodness. Never, ever tell the talking urn what you want. Hee hee hee, power, is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It will be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why do I just stand there? What? Why do I just stand there? I'm just gonna let this happen. Like, I can punt that right out of his hands. And now I can punt him. I couldn't punt him before because he was one of the good guys. Well, I don't feel any different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. No fucking shit. And you are now possessed. Come, Corey, it's time we were leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? Well, it's useless now! You just shut the barn door, but the horse is way over there! And that is that. Yes, this will be such fun. I mean, it will be nice to return home after all this excitement. I just let him walk away. You know... Oh, look. The kitties followed me. There are certain points in the story where I have no idea why my character just stands there and lets things happen. There are so many points, and this is one of them. Like, I could have stopped that. Like, the entire thing was break the urn. You know, I could have shot a spell while it was in his hand. He would have been fine. But no. I am thinking my character, like... I think my character's one of those really cruel people who just wants to see what will happen if the world burns. Like, standing there watching this happen, like, huh, I wonder what would happen if he opened it. I wonder what would happen if Gaius got into the ultimate weapon. You know, I'll just let him do it. It's fine. Maybe we can listen to him monologue some more. just want to see where this goes. Hold on, let him cook. So, notice anything different about your brother? Welcome back, Corey. I'm glad to see you making a habit out of not dying. Me too. Before we discuss your trial further, however, I would ask you about Kokobusi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Yeah, you think he's possessed. Would you happen to know aught of it? He joined me at my trial. Busi was at your trial? It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with a thaumaturge's training. I shall have to scold him most heartily. Good luck with that. Such unpleasantness aside, I am impressed that you claimed victory in spite of this unexpected development. The teaching of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. Yeah, by the way, your brother's possessed. With your experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you are ready to add a new spell to your repertoire. Scathe, the spell that nobody ever uses. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. Actually, thinking about it, Scathe would actually be more useful now because you don't have a timer on your ice, so you don't need to use ice spells to reset the timer. So while you're running, or anything really, you can cast Scathe. It'll cost 0 mana. It will give you mana. So yeah, actually I think they made Scathe more useful. Possibly. I'll try it out. As I am sure you are eager to test this incantation's efficacy, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. We shall see. Let's see. So it's a potency of 100. So Blizzard does have a higher potency. Curious. Corey, you're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one undead thaumaturge. Or one dead thaumaturge, not undead. Oops. And every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill-tiding aside, I'm glad to see you alive and growing with vitality. It is time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokobaha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from the Thread of Perplexity. A Mage Slayer? I wonder who that is. Wahaha! Greetings, Corey. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let us begin. Ah, the alliteration, brother. The Thread of Perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those ranks close? Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and ware you of the multitudinous foe. Is the point of the passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer and he, or she, proves to be multiple murderers. What a thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall, courageous companion, to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial, this guy really said, get you some minions to help defend you. Kokoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Corey's training. The town is buzzing with news of yet more slaughtered thaumaturges, where their mutilated bodies found fouling the waters of Nafika's wells. I would have Corey aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. You're not an investigator, you're not a thaumaturge, you're a fucking alchemist. Go back to your workshop. Stop being creepy. Corey may have tolerated your interruptions of her trial the last time, Boosie, but you are hardly the hardy henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. God. Yeah, I need to get me a henchman. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Corey to a valiant warrior who has recently entered my employ. You just hire warriors now? You have secured the service of a stalwart swordsman? Then that would indeed be in line with learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps... Come now, Corey, let us be about our business before Kokoboha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you at Nafika's Wells. Right? Maybe I can strap him to my shield, you know, and just use them like that. Was that Kokobusi? Yeah, no. Not really. Okay, so actually, where's this Nafika's Well? Yeah... I guess this is a shorter distance. Man, I'm gonna have to do some running. No, this way. Oh, what's he say? The Lullafil promised me a sack full of gil to do what I do best, and that's keeping all the attention on me. Ha! Okay. You're not gonna stab me in the back, right? Corey, so good of you to come. My Rogadin friend here is the warrior I mentioned back at the ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you are looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Uh-huh, you're so full of it. You'll find the bloodied corpses over in the running stream east of here. Examine the remains and see what clues you can find. Let's go hunt down some bodies. Corpse. And corpse. Oh, that one's a tiny one. I put him in my pocket. Oh, I think... Oh, that's a Rogadin lady. Okay. Boop. Did you uncover anything incriminating? I got... the blood smeared about the head is still sticky to the touch on this bloody scepter. Gross. Shredded tome. This book appears to have been torn apart with something sharp like a claw. And bloody bracelet. So much blood covers this piece of jewelry that it is impossible to tell from what it is made. Looks fresh. The blood is still slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. Uh-huh. Hey, Big Scene, what's up? Right? The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lie, and linger for a time. I dare say you're... Sean. See? I asked that before, and I completely forgot. I'll probably forget again, sorry. Big Sean, thank you for stopping by. We'll lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, Corey. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. Alright. Yeah, we're working on the Thaumaturge quest right now. I'm actually, I am actually close to ending. I'm gonna do, I think there are 2 or 3 more quests with the Thaumaturge, and then I'm gonna be done, but unfortunately these quests take forever, so it's probably going to be a little while yet. Alright, there's my bodyguard. Get him off me. Get. And switch. And, sleep. And let's... Damn it. Alright. And... jeez. Yeah, no, I still don't like Thaumaturge. Alright. And no, it appears that Scathe cannot be used like I thought, because it still costs mana, even in ice form, and it also doesn't refresh your mana, so yeah. So Scathe still has no use. Isn't that fabulous? How do we get up there? Right? It seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You're lying. You liar, possessed little... You wouldn't wish to report to Coco Boha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadin has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do, what to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. You're full of shit and gonna get me killed. Alright, let's see what this guy's got for me. It's a trap! I wear a shield on my back just for cases like this. Yeah, that's what I thought, you little sicko. Whoop. Protection! That is not Kokobusi. Well, it is Kokobusi, but a Kokobusi possessed by the void scent that escaped from Murmo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain thaumaturges. Yep, I could have told you that. I mean, I didn't, obviously, or you would have known it before now, but, yeah. Hee hee hee. And you, my dear mana-rich Corey, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. Mm-hmm. I am pretty delicious. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? I am Kokobusi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. Hee hee. A coward like you destroy me, right? See? He's definitely an onion. I was telling Darkstar, he's got the onion haircut. A coward like you destroy me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. I mean, that's not far off. The reason he got like this is because he wanted to become a thaumaturge like his brothers, who are all thaumaturges, but couldn't cut it, so he let a void scent possess him. So, yes! Hee hee! Poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobusi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. Hehehe. Creepy. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. I mean, he's your brother, man. If you could just kill your brother, I don't know if I could follow you as a teacher. Like, just so you know. I mean, I would do it, but... Name him Chucky? Oh god, if you can get the name. Actually, I don't see a lot of Lalafels named Chucky. That would work. And also be hilarious. What class would you play him, though? Probably like a rogue, a ninja. Ooh, or maybe a marauder. Yeah, a ninja or a marauder. Because I see, you know, the big axe. I think that would fit. Either a ninja or a marauder. Return to the ossuary and report the completion of your trial, Corey. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Also, warriors have the rage thing going on, and I can definitely see that being a Chucky thing. Alright, back to the Thaumaturge's Guild. I thought they changed the classes years ago. So, you still start off, so like my classes are Gladiator, Marauder, well I have all of them, but you still start off that way, but then when you hit 30 and get to a certain part in the storyline, then you can take on the job. So you start off as the class, and then you can take the job later. And also, you cannot start as a rogue or a ninja. So, it's not one of the starting classes. But yeah, so the classes and jobs are still separate things. But you do no longer have to get 2 classes to get the... Really? All the puns. But yeah, because if I remember correctly, you used to have different classes to unlock the jobs. So if I remember correct, like, in order to be a black mage, you had to have Thaumaturge and also Archer. Like, but you no longer have to do that. You just have to get your one job to 30, and then be a certain point in the main quests. So you have to be at the Sylph's quests, if you remember that, working with cabbages. No. What is wrong with you? An archer is a bard. I still want to run a bardy. You know, party of bards. Yeah. But yeah, so, for instance, I've done all of my class quests, but I cannot unlock the jobs for any of the ones that I've done, just because I haven't gotten that far in the storyline. I cannot be a paladin yet, and it makes me sad. Yeah. Well, there have been a lot of changes since the last time you played, because I think you said 2016. I think you said that. I might be wrong. There have been a lot of changes. Like, they took out a good 100 quests from ARR's storyline. Like, they just removed the quest completely. Like a different character, because... Yeah. So they have taken out a good 100 quests. So the amount of story is shorter. Also, if you're okay with skipping the storyline, you can buy a story skip and level up a different way. So there are other options. I don't suggest buying a story skip, but it is a thing to do. And again, less quests than there used to be. Though there are still certain points where I just get fed up and don't want to do it anymore. Yes. But, unfortunately, Final Fantasy, it doesn't allow any account-wide stuff. Like, at all. However, if you have a character, you can Fantasia it to be whatever you want. So if you don't like what it is, then you can change it. Yeah. Well, honestly, I think this game hates altaholics like myself, because I am an altaholic in WoW. In this game, I am also an altaholic, but it really sucks because, like, my minions, my mounts, I have to get those on every single character. All of my glamours, I have to get on every single character. It's really annoying. For every character. What? That's nuts. I did not know that about FF11. I've never played FF11. I have heard terrible things about it, so... I do know in Final Fantasy XIV, when you subscribe, there are two different options for your subscription. There's a standard subscription, which costs less, but you can only have 8 characters per account. And then there's the advanced subscription, which gives you like 20 characters per account. So, right? Yeah, I pretty much give this game all my money anyways. I mean, might as well. So WoW has actually upped it from 50. I think it's now 65. I think. You'd have to look up, but I'm pretty sure it is now 65. But it was 50, and Classic is 50. Ah, Corey. Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It would seem the Mage Slayer slithered away, but your stint with the Swordsman was nonetheless successful. Well, there's more classes than there was when 50. Right? Consider this chapter complete. Your time with our tome of teaching is at an end. Yes, You know what the worst part is? I now have 3 accounts of WoW. One of my accounts is maxed on characters. One of my accounts is halfway maxed. And the other account is for my streaming. I need more character space, man. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum to with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand. Okay. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to recounsel the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demand I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike, minimal risk, and the victory all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Voidsent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray leave me to my musings, Corey. Oh god. Yeah, I have so many characters. Just so many characters in WoW. But then again, I do have a lot of characters in Final Fantasy too. It's just not as multiple character friendly. So like, on this character, I had to buy a lot of transmogs again. You know, I'm going to have to buy mounts again. Though, I already have my favorite mounts, so there's that. Even if I can't use it yet. Alright, the hidden chapter. So, this is a quest for level 25. I have not. So this is, so I have this one and the 31, and then I'll be done for today. Corey, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful business with Kokobusi. We must locate our unfortunate sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Whee! Hey, boss. Corey, long have I agonized over Kokobusi's plight, the measures I might take to extricate him from it. It would not do to call upon my thaumaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. You know what? I have played a Sonic game where you raise the little chaos monsters. But I don't know what it was called, so... There is, however... Oh, I already read that. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched Voidsent. I would ask that you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. Yeah, no. I don't... So here's the thing. I don't actually like MMOs. because I don't like playing with people. I like the tab targeting and the skills and hotbars. I like that, but I don't actually like the MMO aspect. Well, that's different. That's different. Like, for instance, the other day, I got on my main character and queued up for a dungeon, and died several times because the healer wouldn't heal me. I was a tank, by the way. If the healer can't be bothered to heal the goddamn tank, and by the way, this was the Praetorum. It's super easy. Like, I just don't. That's what I don't like about playing with people, is I have to put up with them in dungeons, and they're stupid. Like, sure, I do get a lot of good groups in this game, and of course, I have also received nice things, like some people have given me minions and wings and all kinds of things, but, like, people, man, people. Let's go to Camp Drybone. Alright, you. If you seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I have penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual, a method contrived by the mages of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent void scent. When it comes to draining such a creature of its etheric energies, one must, but I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping an arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. Alright, anything in here? Nope. I'm fairly certain there's one in the bar. That person's name is Tantrum Tank. Yep, one in the bar. You wish to learn a Morbo? Right this instant? But we barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Scent. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, and thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse, or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Here's the thing, though. When I tank, I use my mitigations. So if the healer cannot keep me alive while I am using mitigations that reduce damage, then they are doing something wrong. Because there is only so much I can do. I was pulling one group at a time. I was slow pulling. Because one of the DPS said that they were new and asked me if I could do small pulls because they couldn't figure out some stuff, and I was like, sure, I don't care as long as nobody else minds that I'm not going fast. I will go slow. So I was pulling one group at a time using my mitigations, and the healer, yeah, it was on the healer, and it was an easy dungeon, one that, like, usually I pull wall to wall in. Like, yeah. I don't usually pull really big. At most, I do 2 groups unless the healer tells me they want me to do more. When I'm tanking, I usually do 2 groups at a time. Unless the healer tells me they want me to go faster or slower. I don't usually give a DPS the opinion on that, but I did this time because they asked me to go slow, and that wasn't a big deal. Where the fuck is this last guy? I only do it if they ask very nicely. I'm sure that I am looking right at the guy that I'm supposed to be, and I'm just missing him. But, I went in there. Oh, there he is. Tanks are supposed to be... Yeah. Yeah, I'm a damn good tank. Ask my pocket healer, Darkstar, over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually, because I don't care what speed I do, when I even have a macro to tell the party that I will adjust my speed accordingly if they want me to. So they can tell me if I'm going too fast or too slow. So I have a macro specifically for that, because I am a tank who likes accommodating everybody. Yeah. Don't question take it, just on. They have a lot of the newer dungeons, they are sectioned off. You can't pull. Like, wall to wall is only 2 groups, and that's what I pull anyways, so it's only when I get the old stuff that it's a problem. You're interested in reading the Book of Mormo? Of course, of course. It would be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student of the Void Scent. Here is the first chapter, my own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence, and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. Fabulous. A vanilla-like dungeon. Yeah. Back to the Thaumaturge Guild. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the WoW's fast leveling process, but I can do it the slow way if I want to, and nobody cares as long as I'm not playing in dungeons, so... And I can solo dungeons, so it doesn't even matter. So try to speedrun. Yeah. I think it's just the community of gaming has changed so much, and it's not the same as it once was. And unfortunately, I don't like what it is now. Yeah. Like, for instance, if I am tanking and a DPS is running off ahead of me and pulling things for me, then I get pissed. Then I get really pissed, because that's not their job, and also, I will turn off my tank spec. Yeah, if it's a mistake, then it's fine. Because that happens sometimes if they don't realize how far they're going. But, like, when they are purposely running ahead and pulling more, then I will turn off my tank spec in Final Fantasy and just watch. Just watch. Do you have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? The histories unearthed in the ruins of Sildee depict the suffering wrought by a singular, powerful void scent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shadow the urn and thus destroy Mormo's enervated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous voidsent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded to such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. Well, that wasn't what we wanted to hear. This explains Mormo's fixation on thaumaturgicide. Kokobusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened voidsent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray, hand this work over to Kokobigo. I should be along momentarily. It's fun to watch people lose. Yeah, that's why I like running with Darkstar, because we'll both just stop. And then the DPS are just sitting there like, what? Why aren't we going? And I'm like, don't pull for me. And the thing is like, healers and tanks still get instant Qs most of the time. So it's harder to replace a tank and a healer than it is to replace a DPS, so why are DPS always pissing off their tanks and healers? Like... It's just... It is sad. When... Yeah. Well, so I don't take in WoW, at least, but... That is one good thing about Final Fantasy is, if things get to the point of name-calling, then you can just report them and they'll be banned. Like, Final Fantasy is all about the banning of people. On the bright side, Final Fantasy now has most of the storyline soloable. So all of the dungeons that are a part of the main storyline are bannable. No, cheating is wrong. So I can solo all the way up to the end of base ARR, and then... Now, there are a couple of side dungeons I'll need to do with people. And also the raids, because I do plan on doing the raid storylines in Final Fantasy. So, I will have to group with people, but Crystal Tower is usually not bad. And Bahamut I will be doing by myself. I'm sure Darkstar won't mind helping me with Bahamut again. Right, Darkstar? Look, this time it's on for stream, okay? This is a work devoted to studying that nasty voidsent. I should hope it proves some hint of salvation. The scientific study on the characteristics of the voidsent seductress known as Mormo. Yeah. The worst part is, The Bahamut raids have a really great fucking storyline. Kokobuki. These passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our eldest brother? What of avoiding the threats, of eliminating the risk? Is that not how we thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now, Gokobuki, while the void scent is yet feeble. I share that self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. God damn it! I hate alliteration. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the void synth the chance to glut herself on my mana. Possibly. Probably, actually. You cannot. That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk. That sounds like a good thing to me. And such a feast will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry. Phrasing. Also, the fact that you think her thirst will be slaked, she's a succubus. I think she's got more than you've got, buddy. And the newly enlivened Voidsent, she will then face the combined wrath of Cori and 4 guildmasters of thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We have always avoided adversaries against whom we held no advantage. Okay. The fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance, and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learned the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Cori, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the Yawning Abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within, and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Cori when even her guildmasters have yet to attempt that ghastly test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Cori, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed halls of Thal's Respite. Okay. So, can I get there through... There is a doorway to Thal's Respite on by the Forgotten Springs, but I don't know if it works at my level. Sometimes it's only one way. Wait. No? Oh, nope. It's in a different place. I'm thinking of the wrong quest. Okay. Ah, yes. Things to take out of context. Let's see. This is gonna be a long run. God, I can't wait until I get a chocobo. Do something. Where's a newbie? Yeah, I have thought about video editing but honestly, I just never got into it. Like, I'm mostly just impressed at this point that I make my own thumbnails, and they're literally just screenshots with some letters on them. So, like, I don't know if you did or not. That's cool though. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, the one you were helping your friend out with? Maybe. Yeah, sure. Might as well. I have a very small community, so. And I understand that we gotta get those clicks. I put things on, I put all of my VODs on YouTube, and then I get really impressed when they get a view or two. It's really nice, even though I know they've only viewed for like 2 seconds. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I am confident that, with the many and terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. Yeah. The hidden chapter of The Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. Cool. I'll have to check that out. As somebody who does YouTube, I understand every click counts. Oop. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay. Let's put that. Okay, those ones don't hurt so bad, so... Did my lights just flicker? I hope my power doesn't go out. That would be bad. Oh, it died. Oh, you heard something. I just mostly just heard that it's a pain in the ass. Though, since you've played it, I am curious. Do you think... Because I like storyline. Do you think the story is worth playing? Yeah, I mostly just heard that it's very difficult to play. Especially if you're alone. And since I enjoy playing alone. There we go. Big guy. I think so. He has a lot of jobs to mess with, but like... Yeah. That's cool. I might check it out. I do eventually want to do... I want to do all the Final Fantasies. Because I know I like... 1 is pretty good. I like 2. I love 3. And I've heard good things about, like, 5 and 6, so... I do eventually want to do all the Final Fantasies. I cannot stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers, with the primal energies of thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kukobusi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. It seems we have been wasting our potential. I would never have believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder Cory was. I feel my fingers itching to fling fire with a fury. God damn it, Kokoboha. Imagine my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm, together. So it does still have a pretty big community? That's good. Thank you, Cory. Your aspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let us now return to the guild and discuss what it is to come. I'll have to check it out. Might have to check it out. Also, I know they have their own version of Lalafell, so that just... I mean, I'm already set on race. Oh yeah? That's cool. What a formidable team you all shall make. Kokobigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Cory. Even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. Yeah, no problem. But before we engage the Void Scent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is a beacon to us all. Alrighty then. Oh, look, level up. Sweet. Also, I'm running out of inventory space again. I don't have retainers yet, so I don't have any way to store things. But most of this is just weapons that I can sell. I kind of wanted to wait until I could descent them, but I don't think that's going to happen because I need the inventory space. So I will probably have to sell them. But it is fine. The last quest of today. Alrighty then. Fortune has favored us, Cory. Kokobusi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste, and, with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. Alright, to Vesper Bay. There's a chocobo there, is there? I think there is. Nope, wrong way. I keep on getting... You know what I wish? I wish the Aetherites didn't teleport you to a random spot in the circle. Because whenever I teleport, I never know which way I'm facing. Yes. Vesper Bay. What are you talking about now? I mean, I do wish that, but... like, no. I just get turned around a lot, so... At least Vesper Bay has a freaking chocobo porter. Because the walk all the way here is annoying as fuck. I can't wait to get my Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets. Those are going to be nice. I've still got a ways to go, but... Not there. Yes! Yes, exactly! Okay. There's... Nope. Nope. Who the fuck am I supposed to be talking to? Yeah, I'm gonna do that quest way later. Oh, there's a guy. Something I can do for you, stranger. The square of parchment contains information on Kokobusi the Cross. Now that you mention it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest. Looking to hire some adventurers or some such, I reckon. That is good information. What quest does she have now? Hold on. I have to check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna do this side quest real quick. Because I can. Absolutely glamorous. Thanks to yours truly, you have a basic understanding of glamours, yes? I understand you're no stranger to crafting this and that by yourself. It so happens these skills can be applied to a singular cause. Would you be interested in helping to bring more glamours to the world? By that I mean learning to make glamour prisms, either for personal use or to aid the aesthetically underprivileged. It's just one side quest, okay? I know this girl. This is just the one. Well, maybe two. It's fine. I will explain everything in due course, but there is something I need to prepare beforehand. Bring me some Othardian orange juice in the meantime, would you? Just ask full send. Same as last time. Well, staring at me isn't going to get that orange juice poured any quicker. Hurry up, would you? Also, it's a short one, so it's fine. I'm not doing that side quest. That side quest is a dungeon. I could really use some dungeons right now. Leveling up without dungeons is a pain in the butt, but I did it. Sworgium's still got you running errands then, and she wants Othardian orange juice this time? 12's preserve. Well, here it is. I think she and I have to have a little chat about her tab. This order alone costs more than some of our big drinking regulars spend in a whole night. Bam! Then again, if it does come all the way from Othard is far away, lady. You have my drink, I take it? Yes, yes. Astronomical prices are charged for Othardian oranges, although only a true connoisseur could tell the difference from those grown in Eorzea. I see. Now that's what I call orange juice. Eastern oranges have a bitter kick that truly invigorates the soul. All that jumping around almost made it go down the wrong way. Anyway, before we begin, I have a confession to make. To be perfectly frank, my expensive tastes in orange juice have to be paid for somehow. While my intentions are sincere, my reasons for helping you are not entirely altruistic. Pass the letter to Goberin the merchant, and he'll allow you to browse his glamour prism recipe tomes. If you buy any of them, he'll give me a cut of the profits. You'll have the knowledge you seek, and I'll have the money for orange juice. What could be more... Oh my god. Really? Really? Rip off. I'll also send word to my associate, Whiskard, in Revenant's Toll. We have a similar arrangement, and I'm sure you'll find his prices just as fair as Goberin's. You should start with Goberin, though, since his stall's right there, by the Pissed Beast. Once you have read one of those books, you'll be able to make prisms yourself and share the glory of glamours with the masses. Cool. I sent you come in pursuit of true elegance. What is that, a letter of introductions peeking from your pocket? May I see it? So you are Sworgium's protege, and Do you wish to produce glamour prisms? A noble endeavor. My selection of tomes, reserved for only the most deserving, are yours to peruse. Sweet. Clogging up my inventory some more. I do need to get a bot so I can do commands. But enjoy your lurk. Oh yeah, he's got the Emperor's New Fists. I should get those. I should get all of these, actually. I will come back and buy things from him, but first, I need to finish this quest. Shush! Shush, Darkstar, you don't know what you're talking about. Where? Are they in here? I don't think they're in here. No, I already checked in here. The fuck? Oh. I'm in the wrong class. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Welcome to the Pissed Paste, love. What can I get you? Information, is it? Aye. That little bloke was in here, bringing a blush to all the young maiden's cheeks. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up for in boldness. Left with more than one lass on his arm, he did. Well, he is a succubus. I mean, she. Aye, right. In here? No. Where is this person? Oh, I found him. Bashful Geezer. I wonder if that's his name or just one of the titles. You know. With a Rogadin, you can't tell. What's that, miss? You say you're looking for someone? I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple adventurers hailing from Linsalominsa. A marauder and a thaumaturge, were I to hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here? Well, that's something at least. There he is, Kokobuki. So Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground? The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Laminsans before the void sense strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be best for you to follow suit. Alright, run! The panties for this skirt are white, just in case anybody was wondering. I don't know why, but whenever I'm playing characters with skirts, I have to try and look up the skirt. Still here. It's still here. Somewhere close. Well. Oh, right. I'm a mage, not a... This is fine. I definitely know what I'm doing. Okay. Problem solved. Methinks, lass, my head. That little bastard said he would give us the grand tour of Ul'dah. Aye, it's been grand, all right. Please. He took me mate further north. Think he was muttering something about Moondrip. I know where Moondrip is. I murdered some people there earlier. Corey, what has befallen? I sense the presence of Voidsent, but it appears you have things well in hand. Mormo is in Moondrip? A fitting place for the battle to come. It is time to finish this, my brothers. Kokobushi will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Let's do this. Okay, unfortunately, I really don't like getting to Moondrip. It's kind of a pain in the ass because of all the fucking frogs. Let's do this. Fucking frogs. Oh, great, it's right on the top of the frog. Are you ready? You seem ready. I stand ready. Well, I stand anyways. I think I may have overindulged the ether before we left. The big battle at last, eh? It really is thrilling. Really. Is it normal to be this nervous? Me? Perfectly fine. Solid as an adamantoise. Yeah, you guys are doing alright, I'm sure. Alright. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly, the Void Scent feasts on my proffered mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though, after lecturing for so long on how a thaumaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Corey, in your experience, what do you consider to be a thaumaturge's greatest strength? The boom's overwhelming destructive might. I make things go boom. Yes, there are none who can match our propensity for fiery ruin. We need not run from danger, but rather employ our unrivaled power to incinerate all that seek to do us harm. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that, no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Let's do this! This is gonna suck, actually. I do not like playing Thaumaturge. Enough, Mormo. Well, well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers. I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is as a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I am sure you think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobushi returned to us unharmed. Hee hee hee! You are wise to acquiesce, mage. Oh. Run away! Oh yeah, suck him dry. How's that working out? Oh boy. There she be! Hee hee hee! At last! At long last, my true body, my true power, is mine once more! I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Oh my god, they're all shivering. Oh no you don't, Void Scent! We won't let you leave here alive. Look at them cowering behind me. Hee hee hee! So you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt? You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the ether from your very marrow. Oh, you can tear something. Get her! Wow, she has a lot of health. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I hate Thaumaturge. Do I need to keep these brothers alive? Well, she's focused on me now. Run! Nope, guess I'm the only one running. Nope. You guys know what you're doing over there? There we go. Oh, they got silenced. Well, shit. Right, and this. Okay, switch, and... Oh. Who are we attacking? Sleep the others. Do this the right way, boys. Oh, run away. Good. Come on. My health. Okay. No, she's almost dead. Let's focus on her. Oh, there we go. Success. Also, have I mentioned I hate Thaumaturge? That was a pain in the ass. Oh man. We won? Don't say it like you're surprised. I was here. We won! Victory is ours! Kokobusi! Kokobuki! Mormo is dead! Yeah, about those guys. And does that teach you something, little one? Do not open urns. Even if they promise you power. What? Where am I? Thank Thal you're awake, Kokobuki. Kokobusi has returned to us! Our sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Buki? I mean, he's an alchemist, he can make some. His etheric channels have contracted. They are barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for ether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. Ta-da! My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might just be enough. Woo! Woo! Success! I see the battle ended, as I expected. Yay! You did it, Kokobusi! Your alchemy saved him! Party back at the Thaumaturge Guild! And we would not have prevailed without you, Cori. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray meet us there that we might properly express our gratitude. And off they go. Alrighty then. Don't notice me, don't notice me. Poof. Alright. To the Thaumaturge's Guild. One last time. For now. Thank you, Cori. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which thaumaturgy is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. Oh yeah. I thought Thal himself had his fingers at my throat, but this sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobusi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Cori, you have exceeded all of my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart to you one of the Guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I'm sure you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you have experienced the deadliest threats, and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Woo! Party over here! So, that... I only have one. I need to empty my inventory, but I will do that later. For now, that is where we are going to end things. So, tomorrow, we will be picking up doing side quests in Limsa Lominsa, and there are a boat ton of them that we will be doing. We'll probably... I'm being more realistic because I noticed how long the job quests have taken now. So we probably won't be able to do the job quests tomorrow. Or maybe we might just get started on one. But we will be working in Limsa Lominsa, doing all of the side quests. Most of them are low level. Let's see. I think there are a few side quests in some Lominsan zones that are low enough level for us to do, so we might go by and do those too. And we will see how far we get. But, that is it for today, and I will hopefully see you both tomorrow, and we can play some more Final Fantasy. All right, bye.